They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Being chased out left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain of 32 that time.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Great 15, great 15. That's it.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Great. Hey, stat. Black, come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
On the line. Rip, rip. Shift. Watch the shift.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got the connection to Cooper. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There we go. Count. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Go. Get out there. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Good. Good.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Look it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Prescott off play action. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Trade 15. Trade 15. Liz.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Get out. Here we go. 47.
1st down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go. Black, come on. Sunday. That's it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Elliott is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Wentz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 59 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Prescott now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. And
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the red zone now, Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Austin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run with Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here you go. Done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll begin the drive with a J. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They run again with a Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
82, 82. That's it. Great 15, great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Wentz now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Great, great. Go, go. 280. Run. Sunday. At 52, great.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Black. Run.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he stays up, shedding through the defense. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Come on now. Let's go. 57. What's your son?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
What's your son? That's it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, a 23-yard run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
47, 47. 26.
Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And an alley to run. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.